Hey team, welcome back. We are going to talk about now where to find that next recruit. Because for this incentive, if you want to earn Cancun or that $500, you are going to need to find a recruit. Now, some of you have a few waiting in the wings that can certify that will definitely help you a lot, but I know we all need to at least find one more. So that's going to be the next challenge. And I know some of you are like, oh no, I need to find recruits. Yes, Jenny, I'm talking to you. Um, but really, it isn't that hard. Just break it down into smaller steps. First thing I would do is write out a list of all the people that you know that love Scentsy, Bellotta, or Grace Adele. Then go through that list and decide, you know what, who do I think I would like to work with as a teammate and that would be really good at this? Now, I don't want you going through that list and asking every single person, even though they love Scentsy, Bellotta, or Grace Adele, but you want to go through and kind of look at, because if you're going to ask just anybody and they're going to say no, you're going to get discouraged. And so you're going to want to try to actually focus in on somebody you think this would be great for, because I can tell you from my experience that if you actually are talking to somebody and you're really truly wanting to help them, they are going to be more apt to listen to you than if you are just thinking, I'm going to earn this trip. So really think about it. Think about those maybe friends and family that could use the extra income, or maybe time away from their kids, could use a vacation, whatever. But just really think about it. Write that list down. And then check off, okay, who do you think would be actually really good at this? Because even if they sign up, you want them to do something. And I've had that myself, where I've had people sign up and they never did a thing. And it happens, and that's okay, but we call them kidnappers. But you want to find somebody that you think is actually going to do something, because unless they at least put in an order to become active, you're not getting any points from them anyway. So why not find somebody who really would benefit from this? Don't worry about losing your customer base or anything like that, because it'll come back to you in the end. It really does. And just because you do Scentsy doesn't mean you cannot recruit for Velada or Grace Adele. They count as well. And so you may know somebody who's like a really big foodie that loves to, all the new food gadgets and things like that. Get them signed up for Velada. That would be perfect for them. Do you know somebody who's like the fashionista and loves to accessorize and have everything match just a certain way and would love our style system for Grace Adele? Okay, so that's one option, to go ahead and just go through your list of customers, friends, and family and say, you know what? I really think this person would be good at this. Now, there's other ways of meeting people and getting them to sign up. Have parties. Talk to the hostess. If you have a hostess that has $500 plus party, if they sign up, when they get their commission check the next month, they're going to get their sign up fee back with Bellotta and Grace, or Bellotta and Scentsy. Grace Adele takes a little more, but if they'd certify that first month, they'd have it back easy. So definitely look at stuff like that, because you'd be surprised how many of them may have been thinking about it anyway. Give them that party. They call it flipping the party. Give them that party, have them put it in, and get them signed up. Not only are they getting active, they're halfway certified usually at that point. And, sorry, my birds are seeing something outside. And they're getting their shooting star as well. So it's really a win-win on that one. Another thing is, when you meet random people, talk to them about Scentsy. Now, not every single random person you meet up with is going to sign up. I mean, that is just, daydreaming here. But really, you can plant those seeds, and even if some of those decide not right now, maybe this fall you'd have some. So either way, step outside of your comfort zone. I know this is really hard for many of us. I mean, for me, it is really, really, really not even that hard. I mean, it really isn't. I don't have any problem talking to anybody. You can ask Ashley. She will tell you this. But what I do is, one thing is, I brand myself. And as you can see, I've got a Scentsy shirt on. I've got a Scentsy, wrong side, Scentsy sweatshirt on. I have my vinyl on my car. I have stuff like that. Ask Tanya. She actually got a phone call from her vinyl on her vehicle and pulled over, and she gave her catalog and some samples. So you never know. Always, always, always keep catalogs on you. It's a must. One thing I also do, and I don't have one sitting here, but those pads that we can get in the Scentsy family store for like drawings that we can do at events, I keep one of those in my purse, because no matter how much information you hand out, if you don't get their information back, that could be very well a lost contact. Some people will just not, they have good intentions to contact you, but they don't. Always get their information back if at all possible. So I always carry those with me. That way it's a lot easier to say, oh, hey, I'd love to add you to my newsletter or whatever. Give them the pad and have them fill it out. All the information that you need is on there. So that's really, really helpful. And I always carry catalogs, samples, business cards, whatever. Keep them in your purse, not just in your vehicle, because some people do not want to wait for you to run out to your vehicle and grab things. You need it on you if at all possible. Obviously, like if you're in a swimming pool, you're not going to have your catalogs on you. But I'm just saying, start those conversations and don't be embarrassed to do so. Now, for me, I will talk to anybody. I really will. In the grocery line, I will talk to people. You just start chatting with them about whatever they happen to be talking about. Maybe they're looking at a magazine or they're wearing something that you think is cute. But if you're going to give them a compliment, make sure it's genuine, because people really can tell when you're like, oh, I love your shoes, and you're thinking, oh my God, those are the ugliest shoes I've ever seen in my life. So, or if they have like a kid with them, that's the easiest one. If they have a child with them, if you're a mom, you know how this works. You're like, oh, they're so cute. How old are they? Get the whole thing and stuff. And you can slip. They'll talk to you about things and listen. Because people will tell you, oh, I really want to stay home with my child, or God, I could use a little extra income, or I just need time away. That's supposed to be all the time. Stuff like that. Listen to it. And then you can always bring Scentsy in. I have absolutely no problem saying, oh my gosh, I'm a Scentsy director. Is there any, do you have a consultant? And if they do, back off. Back off. If they have a consultant, I would just say, oh, do you have a consultant? If they're like, yeah, and if they seem kind of like me about it, I'll be like, oh, well, is she helping you out or whatever? Are you happy with her? If yes, then you're like, great, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And that's that. But if they're not, then you can kind of step in and go ahead and give them information, give them your information. Don't be embarrassed to say you are a Scentsy consultant, a Grace Adele consultant, or a Velada consultant. Look at it this way. Would you be embarrassed to tell somebody you were a doctor? Or that you were a nurse, or you were a teacher? No, you would not at all. Why would you be embarrassed to tell them that you sell Scentsy? That is a completely legitimate job, and I can tell you it has done such amazing things for me. I'm going to be going on my second trip, ladies. So obviously I have no problems with telling people about it, telling them how much I love it, how much it's done for me and my family. So do not look at it like it's not a real job, because it is a real job. And in a lot of cases, it's more of a job because we have to multitask on so many levels. So talk to people. Brand yourself. And anytime anybody asks me for my information, like if I'm shopping for something, like, oh, well, we can look this up and get back to you, whatever, I never just rattle off my information. I always give them a business card. That gets that conversation started. Always. I will find a way to get my business card into their hands. And when they look at it and they're like, oh, you're a Scentsy consultant. Or, oh, what is Scentsy? You have that open door that you can go ahead and you can start talking about it. Because I can tell you, every single time that I've handed out my card, I've either been said to me, oh, you're a Scentsy consultant, that's neat, or what is Scentsy? Either way, there is always, then that door is like, poop, pops right open, and you hop in. Don't be embarrassed to talk about your job and your business, because If you are, you're not going to get anywhere with it. I'm going to tell you that right now. So start looking for those new recruits. They are out there. We lost, once Scentsy went ahead and reinstated that 150 every 3 months rule, there's a lot of people that have dropped off and that are looking for new consultants, or their customers need somebody. So even if you do not get a recruit out of it, you may very well get a new customer that you will have like a great relationship with, and they will order from you, and that opens up new doors as well. So don't be afraid to open your mouths, ladies. You know, brand yourself, talk about it. Obviously, you don't want to be annoying and be like everything is Scentsy, 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 but you definitely want to let people know, because if other family and friends of yours don't know you're a Scentsy consultant, then there's something wrong. And I've had that happen with many people that I know, that, and not necessarily on my team, but and others that I'm like, your sister sells it, don't they? Because I knew them through somewhere else and they didn't even know it. So open your mouths, talk about it, and I promise you that those referrals and people that are interested will come. But get moving on it today. Tomorrow is too late. And like I said, I have up on my our page here for the event, procrastination is like a credit card. A lot of fun until you get the bill. And you know, it's going to be July before we know it, and it's going to be too late. So get moving on it today. I am so excited. I know that I'm going to see many of you in Cancun with me. So, all right, that's it for this point. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another video yet that I will put up, and it will be about just making your goals and planning and things like that. So, all right, see you guys soon. And remember, open your mouths. Bye.